What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Sideline Summit film session, or a Summit film sesh as the playlist is called. We have another film session, of course. This time we got quarterback CJ Small of Chestnut Hill College. He plays for their sprint football team. We got a lefty coming in the building, and this is just a perfect way to celebrate us hitting 100 subs on the channel. Thank you so much for the continuous support. We just dropped an episode last Wednesday. Make sure you go check that out. Leave a like. If you want to listen to it on a podcast platform, we will leave that in the bio or the description. Make sure you go check that out. Leave us a download and a 5-star rating. CJ Small is on the shorter side for a quarterback. He's about 5'10", looking at about a $180, $190, almost the same size as Alabama quarterback Bryce Young. And they do have some similar traits, I would say. The ability to throw on the run, manipulate the pocket, and perhaps move when asked to. Not the most mobile guys in the world, not someone you'd send on a read option, maybe Bryce a little bit, but these are guys who, when needed to run, they can definitely get it done. We're going to be looking at his film today, and we're going to see what we can take away from it, try to draw some comparisons. I think he's one of the better quarterbacks in the Sprint Football League. I think he has the potential to be the best quarterback in the Sprint Football League, but only one way to find out. We have to break down the film, so let's get right into it. So his first play, we're looking at a 3-by-1 set with his running back to his left, his dominant hand. And what we're going to see here is we're going to see a levels concept. We're going to see this number 3 run a dig-ish. He's going to try to get to that 10 mark. Number 2 is coming underneath of him, and the person behind him is coming right behind him, same yard mark. So what we're looking at here, it looks like he wants to hit this backside potentially. What the number 1 on that side is going to do is an out route, but what he sees is that his receiver loses leverage and his running back is open, but not necessarily. As he sees him backpedaling, he doesn't want to throw it there. At this point, we enter a scramble drill in which his running back's going to turn up field, and this is where I think CJ does a good job. Instead of taking off immediately, keeps his eyes downfield, and he's going to hit his running back for a nice gain. Obviously, he makes a great move inside, puts his team within the 5-yard line. That's a great play right there, in my opinion. Good job stepping up in the pocket, not running too early, and giving his guy a shot downfield. Again, we're going to have the same concept here, 3-by-1, and this is going to be levels. But this time, instead of checking it down to the running back, he could have easily checked down to this drag right here. But what he does is he sits in this clean pocket and waits for his drag to get open, and he's going to hit a mean hole shot while the safety's coming down and the linebackers are flying up. He's going to put it right on the spot for his drag route to make a play. And that's just what you want to see as a quarterback. Patience, sitting in the pocket, delivers an absolute strike for a 10-yard gain. Very big fan of that play. Good job by Small right there. Now right here, it's a slant shoot combo on the backside. Now, what I would have preferred him to do was, again, be patient here and maybe aim it towards the upright and hit his receiver here. But at the end of the day, he does make a good play here. The linebacker is going with that slant, so then he's going to turn his eyes to his running back, and where he puts the ball here is very, very important. So what he does is he puts it high enough to where that linebacker can't go make a play on it, but he puts it back shoulder where it's too far for that safety. His running back makes a great catch. That's amazing ball placement. That's exactly where you want to put it. Another great play by him. I would have liked to see him be a little more patient and maybe throw it to the slant. That is the easier throw across the middle, but of course, nonetheless, good result there. As 18's coming in motion here, the backside is going to get what looks like a double post concept. Now he's going to throw it to this closer one, which is, I'm going to assume he dropped because he cuts the clip early. If he eyes down this one, waits a couple seconds, he is this deeper post, easy touchdown, as that other safety was coming up. But I'll have to say, his receiver's got to catch that 100%. Not a bad read. I would be a little more patient with that one though. Right here, we have a motion into a 2-by-2 set, and this one, I really like how he's being patient, and that's a hole shot. I'm going to assume, again, that his receiver dropped it. But look at this 10-yard dig route. He's going to put this right on the money in between a hawking linebacker and 2 linebackers. Absolute hole shot. Again, I assume he cut it short. You guys got to catch that. But hey, we're not going to stop getting our money. Here he is in the RPO game. I really like this pull. Actually, I'm not even fully sure this is a read option here, because the edge is out there, and that's usually who you're reading in this situation. Unless it was a 3-by-4 by the defense, and that the true end is clearly coming in through unblocked. That's honestly a good run. Now from here, I would trust my outside blocking here and maybe get outside. Always just get outside if you're a quarterback. Don't run back into the contact. I mean, otherwise, he makes a good move and gets a generous amount of yards. Good play there. This is more of that RPO game that I was discussing a little bit earlier, where he runs this play action here. This defensive end is going to come after him, leaving number 5 completely wide open. And he's going to throw it a little bit off his back foot, going to his non-dominant side, which is a very underrated regardless of how short the throw is. But obviously he makes that throw, and that guy's off the distance. I think it probably came back, seen a flag go in there. But, I mean, otherwise, really good play by him. Now, here's one of the plays where I was talking about where he can actually get on the run if needed. So what we're looking at is no one's really open here. I mean, you could dump it off to number 5 and he can get absolutely clobbered. You can't really see what's going on downfield. He is rolling to his dominant side, so he is keeping the eyes upfield. But I think he does the safe thing for his receivers and tucks the ball. He doesn't do the safe thing for himself. I mean, he does dive for that first. You might want to get down a little before that, though. This is probably my favorite play so far. Obviously, a 3x1 set. They love this 3x1 set, especially, you know, in sprint. Now here, he draws a encroachment by the defense. Free play. So he's going to roll to his least dominant side, flip his hips, and put this thing roughly 40 yards in the air to his guy, who I'm going to assume, again, they didn't catch it because this clip ends early. This play is another example of the elite pocket presence that I think he possesses. So he's going to drop back here and clear pressure coming from his backside as a lefty. That right side is your backside. But there's also some coming from the front, so he's going to step up, and then he's going to move sideways. Some people step up and then run. He's going to step up, move sideways, and he's going to let his running back get upfield, and he's going to lay this thing right in the basket for him to go make a play. I mean, that is the type of plays you want out of athletic quarterbacks. I mean, don't completely bail on your guys yet. Let them get open. Let them go make a play. This prime example of an athlete giving his guys a chance. Now, RPOs are a very easy way to get a quarterback used to a system. So I could be maybe overreacting that he's a very good RPO quarterback. But RPOs are very like bang bang. I mean, you have to be able to make 2 decisions in 1 second. And what it is here is clearly not giving this off because this end is coming right at him. Like, you can't really do that. And what he does, he lets it develop, and he's going to put this ball on the slant while getting clobbered right in the gap. Look at that window. That we're looking at a 3-yard window right there, and his running back falling right into him. I mean, what a play. Like, there's nothing to take away from that. Oh, it's an RPO. I mean, he's getting hit. He's making the throw in between 3-yard gaps, which is huge in sprint football. It's just another example of why I think he can be the best quarterback in this league. Every play I see, the next play I see, I say that's my favorite one. I really like this one because we work on rollouts all the time, me and Smalls. But what he does here, I mean, he's rolling out, could have easily dumped it off to this short shoot route right here. But he sees that 10-yard out really developing. So he's going to put it in a spot where only he can get it, and that corner coming downward does not have a shot at the play. And that's a very good throw, and of course a good catch by his receiver there. And this is a very good play. I mean, jump balls are, I think, a lot of the time a receiver stat, but honestly, he one step drop, and he puts it literally only where his guy can get it. We're looking at on the far sideline of the end zone. I mean, no one else can get that but his guy. It's an amazing throw right there. Overall, I think CJ is an amazing quarterback, and especially in this league, I mean, he's not, obviously for this league, he's your ideal size. I mean, he is pushing the weight limit while also having at least solid height at the quarterback position in a league like this. Comparisons I would give him, I know this is going to sound pretty casual because he's a lefty. He plays a lot like Tua Tagovailoa, which, I mean, he does get crap a lot. Tua is one of the best quarterbacks in this league. He's one of the best RPO quarterbacks along with Jalen Hurts, guys like Lamar Jackson, very good people and quarterbacks who can make decisions in split seconds, make 2 decisions in half a second, which is something that CJ does very well, especially in an offense where, you know, things can go in a million different directions. Again, I would give CJ probably a rating of an 8.5, where I think he is already a very established player in this league. He can be a superstar in this league, and that's why I give him an 8.5. To get to that 9 area, he would honestly have to win over his full-time starting job, which whatever's going on over there, I'm not really sure. The tape will tell you this kid is a starting quarterback and can be an elite quarterback in the Sprint Football League. If you haven't already, again, make sure you go check out our latest episode, check out our other film sessions, and make sure you go check out CJ Small. He's really, really good quarterback and a good friend of mine, and this was really fun doing his film review. One of the best quarterbacks in the league, if I haven't already said it already. But thank you guys for tuning in. We'll be next Friday with another film session and next Wednesday with another podcast episode. Make sure you check out the episodes on this channel, and we will see you guys next week. Thank you.